that easy. It's on the app. This camera is ready to get into the woods. Well guys, it is July, and that means it is velvet season, a super anticipated time of the year for us here on our home farm in Pennsylvania, but also all across the country. Bucks are beginning to develop, starting to tell who made it, who's starting to blow up, you know, all that good stuff. But we're here today setting up some of our new Deceptor cell cams from our good friends over at Stealth Cam. You know, we have a few out already, and these are going to be 40 megapixel cell cameras. I mean, absolutely amazing picture that we've seen already. Just an amazing camera that these guys have built. You know, guys, some of our favorite features that they have incorporated into this camera is the dual SIM card feature. You know, we have properties all throughout the country, you know, Maryland, Illinois, and Pennsylvania, and being Pennsylvania super hilly, we don't have the best service in certain areas. So the nice thing about this dual SIM card is, regardless if you have good AT&T on this side, bad Verizon, this camera is going to be able to switch back and forth to give you guys the optimal service to be able to send you pictures when you need it this time of the year during scouting season. And another super cool feature that they have implemented into the app is an AI technology that is going to be able to decipher exactly what's in front of that camera. So if you have a bunch of deer out there, it can decipher bucks versus does, turkeys. If you have a picture you don't see anything, you scroll down, you can click a button, get more details, and you can see that there's a squirrel in that picture somewhere. They made these cameras super smart and super easy for you guys to, you know, for all your scouting needs. But I'll show you guys next just how easy it is to set this camera up. So basically, you know, you have your batteries in, the dual SIM cards are already in there. We open up the app, and they have a scanner right here. You basically scan the barcode behind the battery pack, and you're ready to activate your camera, follow the steps, and you're ready to go within 5 minutes. A super simple process that Stealth Cam has come up with to help you get your cameras out in the woods faster. Well guys, you saw us the other day get tons of our Stealth Cams loaded onto our app and ready to go for the season. You know, we talked about the anticipation of velvet season, and we are pushing middle of July, and we got some cameras out already, are getting some pictures of some great deer, and we're out here putting a couple more out today. But we wanted to talk to you guys about some of our key spots that we like to put cameras this time of the year. Obviously, where you're going to put cameras now versus, you know, October once the season comes and toward the end of the season are all going to be sort of different. You know, this is our first spot that we wanted to go over, and it is the most obvious, over a food source. Primarily, you know, I'd say 70% of our plots here in our home farm in Pennsylvania are perennial clover. And if they're not that, they're some type of annual. And this warm season plot like this, these deer just seem to gravitate to in the summer. And it is an awesome spot to get great pictures of deer, and a great way to inventory those bachelor groups of bucks. But we're gonna go down over the hill right now and show you guys our setup number 2, which is gonna be talking about putting a camera close to bedding. Well guys, our second spot is gonna be close to bedding areas. That's exactly why I'm whispering right now. You know, this particular bedding area, it was a clear cut that was cut 3 years ago, and it is just now, its 3rd year, starting to get super thick, and deer are in it like crazy. You know, another thing to you know, think about this time of the year too is try to target those bedding areas that are as close to food as you can, because this is a super stressful time of the year for these deer. Being it's super hot, they don't want to get up and move and you know, walk a long distance. So if you can find those bedding areas close to food, those are going to be super high percentage spots to get some great pictures this summer. But we're going to go back up the hill and do spot number 3, and probably one of my favorite ways to get summer velvet pictures. Now there's a number of other ways to get some pictures during the summer months of deer, but this is my third and one of my favorite ways to get pictures of deer in the summertime, and it's a mock scrape. A lot of people don't realize deer will hit scrapes all year round, and in this particular case we have it off of a food source, so we know we are going to have a lot of deer near this already. In our particular case, this is a large destination plot, and it's hard to cover with just 1 or 2 cameras. You might be seeing bucks in the background of those cameras and not tell exactly what they are, but this is a great way to get those bucks up close and personal, figure out your inventory you have in your farm. We've had tremendous success with this over the years. Well guys, that's essentially it. There's tons of ways to get pictures of deer throughout the summer months, but those are 3 of my favorite and 3 that have worked for us here at our home farm in Pennsylvania for years. Make sure you guys are following along, because as we lead into the fall and late season hunting opportunities, we're gonna come out with some more videos and tips and tactics on where to put more cameras.